Sedona Farms. Today we're making tomato juice, and I just wanted to share with you guys my recipe and procedure for making tomato juice. My procedure is kind of sketchy because I make other people do a lot of the work. Really, all I have to do is ask. I have somebody picking our tomatoes, which this year we're growing Aromas and Better Boys, and we're making a mixture of juice from those two types of tomatoes. So after they're picked, they're in a wheelbarrow. I have my two 12-year-olds wash those. They just fill the wheelbarrow full of water, wash them, put them in another tub to dry, and then I bring them in. And these are, this is a half a tub of our tomatoes, and we also have buckets, various buckets and tubs that we had full. And so after we get them in here and they're fairly dry, usually we let them sit a day or two so they can soften a little bit. And we just run our sink over here and get a half sink of water just to rinse out the tomatoes. And then I have Dave over here cutting the tomatoes for me. Over here he puts them on the countertop after they're cut in half, and I'll just take them in my Waring press. This is just to cover it up so it don't get dirty. But I got a Waring electric tomato press, which has really sped up my tomato juice making this year. And all you do is take your tomatoes and you dump them in the top like this, and then this is where it gets noisy because this thing's awesome, but it is loud. So I'm not going to say a whole lot, but basically I'm going to push these tomatoes down here and the juice is going to come out into this bowl. As you can see, I've already done it. Two of these bowls will make about 23 quarts. So I'll put them in a container to heat the juice up and keep stirring it. I only heat it on 5, about medium heat. And then I'll take, after I put 2 bowls of juice in here, 2 of these large bowls make 23 quarts. So whatever bowl you need to make, 23 quarts, you use whatever bowl you have to. Just put 23 quarts in a container. Make sure you don't let it overheat. And don't let your juice boil too much, because then you might burn it. But I basically take lemon juice. I put 1 cup of lemon juice in 23 quarts of tomatoes, along with a 1/4 cup of canning salt. And that will make the most delicious juice you've ever tasted in your whole entire life. Make sure that you wash and sanitize your jars, and then heat them up to 200 degrees in your oven. Your juice on medium heat will heat up to about 160 to 180 degrees with a lid on it. And then you're just going to take your canning lids and make sure that you heat those up as well. Everything's got to be hot and about the same temperature, or you'll bust your jars. And we don't want to bust your jars. This doesn't require any water bathing. It doesn't require a canner. All it requires is at least 1 big pot and a tomato press of some sort. You can use the wind-up kind or whatever. That's going to take a lot longer. I don't recommend it. But that's how I do our tomatoes here at Sedona Farms. So thank you for watching. Please hit like below this box.